welcome to my channel. Today we are doing this look inspired by this photo here. Today was to get me to feel pretty confident in colorful makeup because, like I've said before, I never feel actually pretty in like one of those rainbow glams. I got it down in this video and I'm very excited. So I wanted to do like if I were this photo, but like very muted, like and wearable. Turned out I think it looks so cute and pretty. And if you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. Today is such a gross day. It was gloomy, it was snowy, it had sun for like what, 2.2 seconds and then it went dark. So we're gonna sit down and play with some makeup. I want my makeup to look pretty at the end of this. This isn't gonna be like a crazy makeup whatever, but like I just want to look like a different version of gorgeous and stunning because I feel like all of my makeup has become redundant and overdone and dry, and honestly it needs to be at a different level. I just can't be doing the same makeup anymore. And it's not that I don't feel pretty when I wear the makeup that I do, because I do, obviously, I feel gorge. But I feel like when I look at myself, I'm like, either something's missing, something's not right. We are just not in it. Today I did a Summer Fridays mask and then I washed it off because it never sets under makeup well for me. Anyway, wash that guy off. For skin prep, I did my little trinity here. We got Astra Auto Barrier 365 Cream Mist Spray, Excuse My Frank Emulsion, Thirst Burst Drops. Here's a little eye cream as well. This is the In Beauty Project. And then a little bit of the Dr. Idris Major Fade Hyper Serum Instantly Illuminating Serum. I got it in an advent calendar and I really like it. That might seem like a lot for people, and it is a lot. You don't need all that, because we're also going to put a primer on. But my skin was just like, that was like my skincare for the day. Your girl was feeling dry. I actually really been liking this one. I started off as a hater of this primer from Wet n Wild. It's the clingy one. I started off as a major hater, and now I'm actually a major lover. For our brows today, usually I would do my brow pencil. We are not doing that. We said we're going to go for something different. We are doing a bold brow, okay? As much as I don't think these look good on me, we have to do. We are using the Ka-Brow from Benefit, and we are going to do not a 2016 brow, but we are using a pomade, so that might be your default thought, but we're gonna actually make these look hopefully good. I also have somewhere the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, which is like the classic, but honestly I don't know where it is. I actually, fun fact for you, I was into pomade for maybe like a month or two, and it was not good. She was thick. It was the time, but I did get some very angry comments on my Saraha. If anybody knows what a Saraha is, if you know, you know. I got some very angry comments about my eyebrows. They're the brows, you guys. They are not giving what I want them to give, but honestly, that's okay. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. We're setting with some brow gel. Maybe they don't look any different. You would tell me, right? I'm mixing together two other foundations. Look how completely different that is. The Flower foundation mixed with my House Labs foundation. I'm just gonna stipple this on. I love mixing foundations, honestly. Like that, the only reason I mix foundation is because I feel like a little scientist. You don't have to. For sure, I'm using this Morphe brush. I actually don't even love this brush, but in my last video, I said that all my brushes were dirty, and guess what? Today is no different. My brushes are still dirty. I need to wash them, but I just haven't had time. Also, look at that redness on my skin disappearing. Thank God. Look at that, we're back to regularly scheduled programming. Thank God, because that other setup had me crashing the hell out. Most tiny adjustment, but it makes all the difference to BH. I actually love my foundation right now. I think it looks super beautiful on the skin. I use Light Illusion foundation from Flower Beauty, which I absolutely love, and then I mixed a little bit of the House Labs in with that. I'm looking a little pale, but it's really not that deep because I'm gonna go in with bronzer and all of that jazz. It is so hot in my room that it's winter and I might need to open a window. I don't know why, but all of the hot air comes into my room, and then everyone's complaining that it's so cold in the house, and I'm like sitting here in my room, hot as hell. Usually I would apply this right here in the hollows, but I'm thinking maybe like not doing that, like maybe go right here. Round cheeks, I'm like, is that gonna make it worse? We're gonna find out. I don't wanna look like a freaking one of those dolls. I'm gonna do less sculpted, more bronzed. I'm gonna take a little bit of this spray and I'm gonna do this on my foundation and my base. Or should I wait till I do my concealer for that? No, I'm doing it now. Oh, do you hear my dog? I can't let him in here as much as I really want to. I love my dog with my whole heart, and he's gonna start scratching on my door in a second. The issue I have is that he comes into my room and immediately just has this urge to pee all over my things. I try to forgive and forget and let him back in, but the other day it was kind of like too far where he, oh God, maybe I'll bring him in for a minute, but he literally peed on my bed, you guys. It's like 12 at night. I'm getting ready for bed. I was like, hey guys, you come in. Come on in. And guess what? I go to the bathroom. I'm like washing off my face and he pees on my pillow. So we kind of had to draw the line a little bit. But he never does this to any other family member but me. And I'm like, why are you peeing on my bed? Like, and honestly, I'm not asking that. Like, nobody comment why. I don't want to know why, but that's why he can't come in. Just a little update for you guys. I did end up caving. This is the picture of him all curled up on my bed. Yeah. But my dog is the cutest dog of all time. Me and my sister have had multiple conversations with multiple people about how he's the cutest little dog ever, and he's the best. Guys, that spray is actually so pretty. Also, I'm regretting putting it on my jawline. I didn't realize how warm this was. I thought it was a little bit cooler than it is, but that's okay. We're going to go in with concealer anyway. I'll just conceal over it. But my skin looks so beautiful. Putting that spray on, I was a little nervous because it's a little bit more of a creamier texture. Like, I feel like that could make me oily quick, or like break the makeup down. No, it's looking really good. I usually go with like a muted rosy type of look, or like a mauve, or like a lilac, a bright pink, you know, those kinds of looks. But my first ever Patrick Ta blush was actually She's the Moment, and it's a bright orange, like tangerine. And I remember seeing this on the website being like, I need to have that immediately. So I'm like, let's bring her back. It's also spring soon, in my opinion. I know it's March 20th, but February to me equals spring. So it's like perfect timing. I'm gonna put it all over my nose. The shade is just so gorgeous. Like, this is like one of the most beautiful freaking shades ever. And yes, I go heavy-handed because I'm also gonna go in with concealer. One of the prettiest blush shades I've ever seen, and it's the first blush shade I ever bought from Patrick Ta, and I cherish it and treasure it. I don't know why I don't use it more often. I think it's just such a spring color to me that I never, you know, think to use it. But like, look at that. It's just such a soft tangerine color that I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I'm gonna go over my makeup with a little bit of this from Say. This is the Say Glowy Gel. Usually I use this under my makeup, but I find like just on the high points, but I'm doing it over my makeup today because we're doing something different. We're just gonna go with the sponge. I'm trying to think of a concealer I haven't used in a really long time, but I don't know. I haven't used this in a while, and I feel like I like the contrast between the really glowy and like the under eyes being matte. This is the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade Cotton Candy. Just using like a small concealer brush to kind of do that. Just around my chin area. I really want to try the NARS Pot Concealer, you guys. It's just so expensive, and I'm so scared I'm not gonna like it. But one day. I wish I could be one of those girls who are like, okay, you guys, I have this full beat on. I'm not gonna set anything. My sister's like that. And I'm like, how do you not set anything? This would be down here. No bueno for me. Kind of just taking this concealer under my cheekbone and then bringing it all the way up to just connect everything. I like the way that it's looking over top of this foundation because it's just giving that satin effect. Guys, I feel like my cortisol is like high. Does anybody know how to help that? I feel like I have cortisol face, and you haven't even seen me without cortisol face, and that's like the really sad part because I just look so different. We're switching it up, and we're using the OG formula of the Fenty powder. This is in the shade Butter 02. It's a little bit yellow, but I'm just using my damp sponge. I've been reverting back to my old ways. I'll pop that under the eye. Cap, so I'm just gonna take a brush and take whatever's left and just kind of go into the areas like my nose, my under eyes, kind of just give everything a once over with a brush. I'm gonna use this butter bronzer today. I'm keeping the bronzer really central to my cheek area, bringing it under my eyes. And the look I want to do, and it's actually inspired by my favorite perfume right now, which is this one. It's the Way Santorini, and it's my favorite smell. And the photography for this specific shoot for this perfume, chef's kiss. It's like my favorite, and the scent is so beautiful. It's my favorite perfume right now. I wear it every single day, and I'm gonna do a look inspired by it. Having some like barrier issues around there. Like I think I went too hard with like an exfoliant, and no, it's not that good. Like I told you, my skin has been super dry. So I think that's what the issue was. I went crazy with the concealer, so we're gonna use a little bit of the Patrick Ta blush again, but we're gonna do his method. So we're gonna do the powder and then the cream, which I'm scared, but if he does it, I should be able to. Do I use a brush or do I use a sponge? I'm just gonna use this brush. Okay, I'm gonna go over with the sponge. Tell me if you guys, do you think this blush looks good on me? Take my butter bronzer and just contour my nose with it. I know it's technically not a contour shade, but I think it's gonna look really sun-kissed and cute. So it's like almost looking like my nose got sunburned or suntanned, I guess. Okay, just a quick refresher. This is the vibe of the look. I'm thinking sun-kissed, like orange on the cheeks, like maybe red on the lips. I don't know how I'm gonna get blue. I guess my eyes are blue, so that's a plus. Maybe a dark brown eyeliner. I don't know, you guys, but this is like my perfect, like this is how I want to feel 24/7. I'm gonna start off with the butter bronzer on our eyelids. I think we're gonna just use this brush that I've been using and go in. Do stuff. I have to do something different because like, I don't know. I feel like I do like the bronzer on the lid, a dark wing every single time. And I'm bored. I'm bored. So we're just going to start with this as like a base. This is my vision, okay, you guys? Freckles, obviously. The orange is coming on the cheeks and kind of bleeding into the eyes. And then we have like my eyes that are blue, like a red-brown liner, like berry lips. Like maybe I'll throw some orange in my crease. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I just want it to look wearable, effortless, but also like this photo. So we're gonna figure it out. I don't know how I'm gonna achieve it, but I'm gonna. Some of this Patrick Ta blush into my crease. Orange is one of my least favorite colors of the planet, but then in certain settings, in certain tones, it's like beautiful. I'm gonna put this under my eyes as well. Also kind of falls into that category of my makeup being pretty but also creative, which I have such a hard time with, being beautiful but also being creative at the same time. I'm going to take a dark brown and I'm going to smoke it on my lash line, but I don't want it to look like I'm having a smoky lash line, if that makes sense. I want it to just look, I don't know. I like the vibe we're going with, but I still want to add a little more color, but I want to do it in a wearable way. So I am going to take a darker purple berry tone, and I'm going to go so slightly in the outer corner. So slightly. I'm gonna add a little bit of this teal color, I think, to the outer corners of this. I think it would look really cute. And I'm gonna just pack it on the outer corner. Would that be weird? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Deepened up that pink a little bit, and I'm adding some orange to just blend everything out and bring it through the crease. Everything that I put on top of my eyes, I'm running it under. And I bleed it out into my cheeks, up into the temple. Use the shade Costa Riche because it's a very red tone brown, and we're gonna line my eyes top and bottom. I'm gonna take like a white gold shimmer and go on the inner corners of my eyes. I'm still not done with the eyes, but I like the direction we're going. I still feel pretty. It's still a little bit of pops of color. I do want to do some blue or something fun, like a pop. I don't know what though, because I have these, but they're really not speaking to me. We're gonna see. We're gonna wait it out. We're gonna do our freckles, let the look come together a little bit. I'll be back. I'm just taking a small brush and I'm gonna use these two shades. I'm gonna do an inner corner wing with my little detail brush. Okay, I'm gonna take more of this shade and I'm gonna really pack it on the lower lash line, I think, in like the middle here. I'm really achieving the feeling pretty in a colorful look because I feel bored. I love it. I'm obsessed with the way this look has turned out. I use the Lash Sensational from Maybelline. I have not been loving wearing false lashes. I don't know why. Mascara's all on. I feel gorgeous in this look. I'm gonna do some lips. I do want to do like a berry lip as well. I think I'm just gonna go in with a nude liner though, just because this is so much on the eyes. So for this lip combo, I used Spiffy from Morphe. I then went in with a little bit of Left on Red lip stain from e.l.f. in the shade Left on Red. And then I used the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment in Salty Tan and the gloss in the shade Tiramisu. You don't have to do all of this, probably. That is how I got to this stage. we're gonna take our hair down, put on some jewelry, and I'll be back. I added a little bit of highlighter off camera. I just used the Hourglass highlighter from the Horse palette, and I absolutely love this look, you guys. I feel so pretty. I feel like I achieved my goal of feeling pretty in color, because whenever I do a colorful look, I never feel actually gorgeous or stunning or pretty, and I am so happy the way the look turned out. I feel very beachy. I feel like I accomplished like a very gorgeous version of what this picture is to me. This is it up close. I really love the way it turned out. I feel like all I need is like a beach and an ocean in a bikini eating fruit in front of it, like while the sun sets or something. I don't know, somewhere gorgeous like that. Anyway, I'm so obsessed with the way this came out. It looks so good. I'm so happy. I actually feel pretty, and like this is a very big accomplishment for me, because never in my life have I felt pretty or in color. Now I do. So anyway, and I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.